2026 race for governor in our state could be a crowded field after Governor Reynolds announced she's not seeking a third term.
Only 2 candidates have filed to run for governor next year, but more could be filing over the next several weeks. KCCI's Bo Bowman is live at the State House for us tonight to break down who could be launching their campaigns. Bo.
Yeah, Ben, Laura, for the Democrats, it could be a relatively small field. Not the case for Republicans, where a number of names have been thrown out, possibly considering a run for Terrace Hill.
It's time for me to pivot and to really put my family first.
In her first interview since announcing she would not run for re-election, Governor Kim Reynolds told KCCI on Saturday what led to her decision to step aside, saying she wanted to spend more time with her family. Her announcement has left the door wide open for a list of Republicans to jump into the primary. Several names have been mentioned as potential candidates, including Iowa's Attorney General Brenna Bird. She was one of the first to endorse President Trump during the Iowa caucuses.
She's going to be your governor someday, I predict, so we'll see.
Others include Representatives Ashley Hinson, Randy Feenstra, and Zach Nunn. Also, Speaker of the Iowa House Pat Grassley and Matt Whitaker, the Trump administration's representative to NATO. He's an Iowa native. One former state representative, Brad Sherman of Williamsburg, announced his run in February.
I just stayed onto my campaign, talked about what I believed, the convictions I have, and when I did that, I couldn't worry about everybody else.
Reynolds says she will not endorse anyone in the primary.
No, I won't be involved in the primary because I think primaries are healthy. I think that's one of the things that we've done different than the Democratic Party, and I think that's why they continue to lose.
The only name many Democratic analysts have mentioned considering a run is Rob Sand. He's the only statewide elected Democrat in Iowa. Another candidate, Paul Dahl of Webster City, announced his campaign in November. In a press conference after filing his paperwork, Dahl said he intended to only seek one term as governor.
I believe what I want to accomplish will be accomplished in one term. I don't need to serve 40 years like Terry Brands did, who just did that to become the longest-serving governor.
Now, the primaries for both parties will be held next June. I know that sounds like a long ways out, but insiders for both the Republicans and the Democrats tell us that we could expect to hear some announcements for campaigns as early as the coming weeks. We're live in Des Moines. Bo Bowman, KCCI 8 News, Iowa's news leader.